around that 40 to 50k mark. Not really enough for them to sort of get up on top of the corrugations, but obviously, you know, if you don't have an off-road van, you've also got to protect that. Whereas these vans, they're made for this stuff. The suspension's made for it, the van's made for it, the materials that we use, everything is off-road. It's what we specialise in, it's what we do. This is what we're good at. This is what we live for. We're all four-wheel drivers. We all love the bush. We all love camping. A lot of us have come from swags into these beautiful, beautiful caravans. Don't know how we're going to go back to the swags. I think we're all converted. But these vans have just allowed us to see the country in a completely different way to anything I've ever been able to do before. You've got that little bit of luxury there, the hot shower. Oh, amazing.
Mount Barnett Roadhouse is approximately the halfway point on the Gibb River Road, and it's a welcome stop, good place to fuel up the belly and the cars. Another day done. I'm going to sleep well tonight. We were lucky enough to find another amazing bush camp last night. This is just such a beautiful spot, away from the road and surrounded by beautiful boab trees. Alicia, Ricky and myself decided to go for a drive to see the nearby Adcock Gorge.
Gonna get the van through here, honey?
Yeah, of course, I get it everywhere.
Push the fallen leaves away. Dust is cold and yesterday. Windows open to the past. So long, so long, so long, so long. Lose all
In loving memory of my dad, who loved fishing and caravanning, and exploring in his caravan, just like us. Your son, Peter. His dad was a keen caravaner, just like us.
buried deep amongst the pain. Should have seen the light of day. Catch the highwayman of mine.
How was that, Goopy? Did you have fun?
I can't believe there's a pink bear in my car. Purple, whatever it is.
It's the feminine side.
Brother, don't be afraid, 'cause it's nature's way. Oh, and it's on and on and on going on.
This tree had heaps of boab nuts on it. The Aboriginal people use them as bush tucker. The white husk inside is edible. They also paint or engrave the outer shell, which you see for sale in some of the towns. We've got a few little dips and ruts to get out, but nothing these vans can't handle.
Let's watch this tree up here, honey.
Yeah, I don't want to leave half the van on it.
No, I like my van. Do we have to give the van back?
No, it's ours now.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah. It'd be pretty rough of them to ask for us to give it back.
The dip.
Favourite part, darling?
Bush camping.
Bush camping.
By
Hasn't it been
far.
great?
Bush camping, fires at night, stargazing, moonlight, all those romantic things.
Well, we've been romantic.
You didn't even know it.
Was I good? It's going to be an interesting little step up for this big fella.
I know, you can do it. You got it, babe.
Clearing that tree, which I've cleared.
What about this one?
Oh, that there it is there.
Do you want me to look or you're right?
No, I'm right.
Here we go. Never in doubt. So you haven't had any dramas towing this big thing, have you?
No.
No, it's good. Do you reckon you have to be experienced to drive it, to tow it?
I think as long as you can tow, I don't see a difference between a camper trailer, a boat, anything.
Just
A
gotta be
caravan.
You've got to be sensible, don't you?
You've just got to be
smart.
aware that it's there,
Yeah,
and yeah,
and act accordingly, and have a good vehicle that can handle it.
exactly.
Right about now, you'd be thinking that that rock up on the right-hand side looks remarkably like... Well, you'd be right. It's called Queen Victoria's Head because of its resemblance to the late Queen. Wow, guys, we've just come down that hill and have a look at the colours on these cliffs.
Really spectacular, isn't it? The blue backdrop of the sky.
Yeah, and all the green at the bottom.
It's just absolutely stunning. Feel very small though next to them.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it. It's absolutely amazing.
Oh wow, it even gets better as we come around the corner. This road is sort of hugging around the bend of the actual cliff.
Yeah, you start to go from the red ochre colour in the rocks almost through to a grey clay colour as well.
And it just keeps going.
I think you're right. The colours are just sensational.
Yeah, it just makes you feel insignificant.
We're on the last stretch now. It's incredible to think how far we've come and the country we've seen along the way. And it's time to air the tyres back up. I have to say, I'm not going to miss those corrugations, and you know, when you've spent a couple of weeks on them, it feels great to get back on the hardtop. The Derby prison tree is a sad reminder of some of the cruelty in our history. In the 1890s, it was used as a lock-up for Indigenous prisoners on their way to Derby for sentencing. Unfortunately, this was a fairly common practice up in these parts. Back on the road and just over 200 kilometres to our final destination. Yoo-hoo!
So guys, we just got off the dirt coming out of the Gibb River Road. We made it on the dirt. Such a fun drive, that last little part there. It was awesome. The whole track is just amazing. Can't wait to tell some of the clients I've got back home about it. Can't wait to tell family and friends about it as well. Awesome track. You know, if you get a chance, definitely do it, guys. Go out and give it a crack.
Wow, check out that sunset. It's just beautiful and well worth the trip. It was kind of an anxious moment at the start when we knew what we had to conquer, but now that we've done it, it feels like a massive pressure's been taken off the shoulders and we're here, it's done, we've got all the vans here, We've had no major issues. It just feels like a major accomplishment.
This has been a dream of mine forever to do this. So what a
It is actually unreal to finish the Gibb River Road.
he did so well.
It was everything I thought it would be, scenery-wise, difficulty-wise. Really happy with that. Really happy with the way the van's performed. But to get here now and sort of all the adrenaline just flows out of you, I think Melissa's right. It's pina coladas in the clubhouse. Let's finish it off.
I'd love to see you with a pina colada.
I'll have one.
All right.
They've got
cool.
rum in them, don't they?
Yes.
There you go, done.
It was really awesome. It was a great drive. It was a great team effort and a lot of camaraderie. But it's really nice to be back here and see one of our sunsets back in WA again.
The road was so much different coming east to west, but it was just as enjoyable. But it's good to be here and actually see the sun drop into the water.
This trip has meant so much to me on a personal level, but even more so, it's been trying to encourage more women to get behind the wheel and do the stuff that we've done. It's not hard, but it can be a daunting thing in the beginning. We've just done it. I've just been behind the wheel all the way from Brisbane to here, and I just hope that more women can pick up where we sort of left off, take the trip that we took, tow some vans, tow whatever it is that they've got, and just get out and enjoy this country.
If you've enjoyed watching our journey and want more information on any of the vans in our range, just head to our website or drop into one of our showrooms. Speak to myself, Steve, Tony, Alicia, or any of the other MDC staff who will be more than happy to help you out and show you around the caravans, answer any questions that you have. I look forward to seeing you then. Here we are at the bottom of Big Red. We've travelled over 2,000 kilometres. We've brought the whole MDC caravan range with us. We've got the XT12HR here. This one behind me, it has all the options on it. You can still grab a base model that doesn't have all the fruit and you can build it up yourself. It's up to you, but I'm going to show you all the options that are available and you can make your decision yourself. Well, come along, let's go take a look, eh? All the MDC caravans have this aluminium composite panelling set on an aluminium frame, tough as nails. There is no timber in this structure whatsoever. Here you've got your cassette for your toilet. This is the outlet for the Broome gas hot water system. I've been having hot showers this whole trip and it has not missed a beat. Water filler here. Here you've got an outside shower. You've got your light, sail track up there. Shower tent sets up here. You can have outdoor showers. You've got plenty of storage over here. Obviously we're sponsored by Kleenex and Pepsi Max. In here, I've used this for firewood. Filled this with firewood, was plenty for a whole trip. These latches, I want to talk about these latches. They're a two-stage. So the latch goes up, closes the latch. The second stage, it actually pulls the seal in on the cabinet. So you've got double protection from dust. On the front of the van here, got a heavy duty stone guard, which protects everything. Heavy duty paint on the checker plate here. Got lights on the front, as well as all around the van. You've got your 9 kilo gas bottle holders, jerry can holders, permanently plumbed gas with your regulator on the front of the van. You've got your 3.5 ton heavy duty off-road Mick hitch here. That's set on a 150 by 50 by 3 mil fully hot dip galvanised chassis and drawbar. And for safety's sake, you've got a breakaway system for your brakes. Around this side of the van, you've got the awning, you've got your double glazed windows, which is excellent for insulation. Fridge slide over here, a beautiful kitchen that just slides out with an extra bench on the end here for filleting fish, which I've done before. Plenty of storage up in here for knives, forks, pots, pans. Under the kitchen here as well, lots of storage. You've got the servery bench at the back here for having a side of the road cook up, and then you've got your Sizzler barbecue over here. Underneath this strong chassis, you've got fully independent trailing arm suspension with dual shocks and coilovers and safety chains. We're running the parallel bearings with 16-inch alloy wheels with 12-inch brakes. The stopping power on these things is unbelievable. Also underneath, we've got two 85-litre poly food grade tanks with stone guards and bash plates. You won't be able to put a hole in one of these things, so when you're out in the bush, you're going to have all the water you're going to need. Let me take you inside, show you all the plush stuff, the stuff that's going to keep you warm and where you're going to have a wash at night. So inside here we have some beautiful creature comforts. I'll start from the top. Dometic reverse cycle air conditioner, get the place hot or cold. There's also a fan up in the corner here. You've got stereo, you've got plenty of storage all the way around. Shower and toilet here. Inlets for 240 volts, 12 volts, USBs. Down here you've got your 12 volt system, but when you have access to mains power, you can plug into 240 volts and the battery charger will charge your batteries straight away. Also, if you go for the solar option, that'll charge your batteries when you're out in the sun. And you've also got a DC to DC charger that'll run from the Anderson plug at the front, charge your batteries while you're driving. So you're covered from 3 different angles. At the moment, this is set up for nighttime, the sleeping area. But this also folds up and you have a table that sits here and you have a couch each side. So you have a sitting area where you can eat your dinner, and then at night time, set the bed up, comfy as. Here we are at the bottom of Big Red. I've shown you all the features and the comforts that the XT12HR has got. Now I'm going to show you how tough it is. I'm going to tow it over Big Red. Not much to report here. I knew she'd hold up. Well, that was Big Red. Caravan over Big Red. I don't know if it's the first, might be the last, but held up beautifully. Might be time to go back and watch Barnesy now, I think, at the Big Red Bash.
This is the XT10 off-road caravan. I've been involved in the research and development of these vans since version 1. I've taken them all over Australia, and now we've come up with the version 5. I've had some great times in these vans, and now this one's even more comfortable than the ones I've been using already. When people come into the showroom, one of the first questions they ask is this going to support me off-road? Is it going to get me where I want to go? The answer is yes. We've put a lot of development into this. We started with the extremely heavy duty off-road hitch, over-engineered the drawbar, which goes all the way through to the chassis. Then you've got your stone guard here, and behind that you have your checker plate front, which has a heavy duty paint on it, and that wraps around the sides of the van as well. So any rocks that get flicked up, your van is going to be safe. Up the front here you've got your permanently connected gas, which is handy. You just get into camp and crank up the gas. You've got your gas cylinders, jerry cans. They came in handy out in the Red Centre very recently. You can leave this door open with these handy little clips in case it's really hot and let your fridge breathe. Try and get your icy poles frozen. You've got your electrical system in there, all your isolation switches. You've got your inverter, 1000 watt inverter. You've got your DC to DC charger. So 12 volts comes from the Anderson plug on your car. DC to DC charger connects straight to your 100 amp hour batteries. On the side here you have your 240 volt inlet that just connects straight to your battery charger, charges all your batteries. In here you've got storage for all your poles and that sort of thing. Each end has a handy little light in it so you can do that at night. It's great. Don't leave it on all night because the bugs will collect in there and they live in there after that, I've noticed. In here you've got your handy little barbecue. Side of the road cook up, snags, that sort of thing. Comes in very handy. Chicken schnitzels. More storage. You can never have enough storage. Plenty of storage there, good for snacks on the run as well. And here you have the holding tank for the chemical toilet. Extremely hygienic, easy to use, no drama at all. Up here you've got your sail track for your outdoor shower light. The outdoor shower, here's all your outdoor shower gear here. You've got your shower head, hot and cold water, very easy. Here's your fillers here, pressure water, or you can just fill up your tanks. And this is the exhaust for the Truma gas hot water system. Works a treat, it's a great little setup. Around the back here you've got 2 spares on alloy rims, and check this out. People say, oh, I'm not going to be able to lift that tyre up, but they're perfectly weighted on gas struts. Look, you can do it with one finger. It's perfect. While I'm here, I might as well show you how easy it is to set up the back. So you just pop these 2 guys here, just like that, lift it out, undo these clips, pop the side out, other clip, pop the side out, then we just unclip up here, same over this side, slide this guy down, pull this guy up like this, clip him up like this, and Bob's your uncle. How easy is that? Here you've got your bubble window, so that actually insulates, double glazed. And then in here you've got your screen, which is good to keep the mozzies and stuff out, but the best bit is this guy, the blind. This fella keeps the sun out so you can sleep in the morning. Just roll this baby up and it's a blackout. Perfect. This is the XT10 stainless steel slide out kitchen. This becomes the hub of your campsite. Everyone congregates around it, I think because it's so easy to use and such a handy thing. You've got your Thetford 4-burner stove here. I've thrown camp ovens on that. Big hot plates, cook up big brekkies. You've got your sink here with your hot and cold water permanently plumbed in. That's handy. This tap, look at that, that's swanky. Up in here you've got your 12 volt outlets. You can use extra lights or whatever, or a phone charger. This light up here has always been plenty. You've got your storage here, the drawers. You've also got more storage at the back here, which is very handy. This little guy is perfect for just getting ready for your cooking. Set up that for a servery or anything like that, it's perfect. And watch how easy this is to put away. Check this out for a good feature. If you're stuck on the side of the road and you want to have lunch and you want a bit of shade, just flick the switch, out she comes. This is one of the most important areas, I think, because this is where you keep everything cold. Everyone was getting into this every 5 seconds when we were out in the desert. A very popular area. So you can fit up to an 80 litre fridge on here, plus it holds it very well. You've got a handy little light up in there so you can see what's in the fridge. Easy to get to, easy to access. Access it on the side of the road, whatever you need to do. The biggest point of difference with this van and the rest of the caravans around is a lot of them are made out of timber still these days. This guy's not. This guy's tough as nails. You're going to be able to take it anywhere and it's going to stand up to it. So I've told you about the tough exterior. Let's go inside and check out the luxuries on the interior. One of the first things you need to do when you come inside is pop the top. You need a bit of headroom. It's as easy as that. The thing that's really helpful on the road is somewhere to store your groceries where they're not going to get banged around. In here is perfect. You've got lighting so you can see what you've got. You've got another one here, top and bottom. Under here, You have a little hidden sink, hot and cold water. I love getting out of bed, being able to brush my teeth. It's fantastic. Plus you can keep stuff in there. You've got your shower and toilet in here. Up here you got a flat area, put a TV, your deodorant can, whatever. In here storage for all your clothes and stuff. And look at this, you got a little adjustable table and a leather seat. Here you can sit down, kick back, have a cold beer at the end of the day and read about where you're going to head next. Tasmania summer, righto. I'm off to Tasmania in the summer. So this is one of the options of the interior for the XT10. If you've got a couple of whippersnappers, the other option might be more viable for you. In this setup, you lose your shower and toilet, but you have your top and bottom bunks. This table here transforms into a bunk, and this top one here folds up to give you extra headroom. But don't forget, you've still got your hot and cold shower outside, so you don't lose the shower essentially, you still have one. This is your full wraparound bat wing awning. It's 16-ounce canvas, tight weave. You've got your mozzie mesh here, keep all the biteies out. It's perfect if you're staying for a couple of weeks. It's an optional extra, but I reckon it's worth putting on because you're going to use it. Let's go inside and have a look. Wow, have a look at all